Tonight are mysteries. On this special last edition of Season 1, we talk about ghosts. Ghosts. Just before we start this episode, I just want to tell you something that is true, and you can believe it or not, just like everything else on this show, mysteries. Before I talk about ghosts, I just want to say, when I first recorded this episode, the last couple of episodes I've only had to do one take because I've been happy with it. I just want to say I've recorded the whole episode, and for no reason I tested the mic before and I tested the mic afterwards, and when I came to edit it there was no sound whatsoever for no reason. I wasn't covering the mic, I didn't turn the mic off. I don't even know if you can turn the mic off on the camera that I use for these recordings. But I just want to say that's quite weird how I'm talking about ghosts and yet I've had a ghostly experience while recording this episode. I just want to say that. True fact for you. That's really weird. I'm hoping this is recording now. So anyway, ghosts. Well, as you can tell, they are, for me personally, a very interesting topic. Because I think for all of us personally, we can relate to them. I think all of us, or if not most of us, have experienced, a dark shadow, maybe when you were asleep at night, or you could have swore you saw something from the corner of your eye, or you were driving home from work or from holiday at night time and you might have saw something across the trees or something. I think most of us have experienced something, if not necessarily ghost, but maybe unexplained or paranormal activity or something we just could not explain whatsoever that possibly could be seen as a ghost or spirit. Ghosts have been part of our culture, our lives, for not just hundreds but thousands of years, since the birth of time. And I truly believe it's not just humans that have spirits. I think all animals can. We just only really hear about the human ones, and obviously they're not all good. There's good and bad spirits that we may not necessarily go into now. We're just talking about ghosts in general in this episode, but there are good and bad ones, and if you're religious you'll know all about that. I tried to pick some pictures for this episode that were at least could be seen as real. I mean, obviously a lot of pictures are fake, let's face it. There's, just like with the UFOs or whatever, some pictures are obviously have been faked or very cleverly photographically tricked in a way that they are fake. But I truly believe that these are pretty good pictures. I have experienced a few things. Even when I was been doing a film, I've seen orbs and stuff like that. Minor things. Obviously, just doing this episode, I've experienced something very weird. And it's daylight while I'm actually filming this, sort of. It's raining and really dark outside. But ghosts in general. What do you think of ghosts? Anyway, more importantly, what do you think of ghosts? What's your true opinion of them? Have you had any experience with ghosts at all in your life that you would like to share with us? If so, leave your comments. Do you think ghosts are just a load of rubbish and, whatever? I truly think it's nice that perhaps when we die we go to a nice place, and perhaps ghosts are in purgatory and they're waiting for something to happen or for something to end. As I get a weird shiver as I say that. Perhaps they're just waiting for the other side to accept them. And I think for a lot of us, we see ghosts, we're touched by ghosts. And right now, as I'm recording this, I'm feeling really weird and tingly, and this episode is anyway, so just true opinion, are ghosts real or not? I want to hear all your opinions. Or, as always, should they be left a mystery?